Hello and welcome to my channel where I do daily Bitcoin technical analysis every day, Monday to Friday, analyze price action and prepare setups for day trading. So, the weekly candle yesterday on Monday, from the low to the high, made above over 7% move. That's crazy. And I traded all of this. That's insane. So, weekly I would expect this to still be tapped 43,800 more or less, the weekly level, and the retrace is not starting yet on weekly. Like it doesn't look like the retrace will be if we go to like 38, and then you can look for shorts maybe above 40k. Weekly is bullish as hell. Resistance, I would be looking for filling all of this move down to around 48k to the high, and then next one is this imbalance zone at 52k, 53, 54k. It's a bit high for now, but you know, the year is ending, it's Christmas time, a lot of things can happen now. The market is in interesting market conditions now, so we can get some crazy volatility. And as well as that, we have stock market looking like this on daily chart. Almost at all-time high, which I would expect will be taken probably this month. It's too close to not take the high. And what's gonna happen with Bitcoin? Of course it should be moving up as well because there is correlation. So daily chart, we are in a range. Don't get bullish, don't get bearish. Support around 38k, resistance right here at 43,800 more or less, which I would expect that we tap soon. Yeah, so there's not much to see here. We are in a range. We can still move to the lows and up to the highs again. So let's see what happened yesterday, because a lot happened and it worked out what I projected. So my pattern here, it was daily open on this point where it's weekly open. So my pattern that I showed, my favorite one, is like this. This is daily open line. With any level this can work. You lose the level, you backtest the level, you basically make a lower low, and this is the trap. Not necessarily lower low, it could be higher low, but once you recover the level, that's a long. Liquidations, like here, below this level, some liquidations, then a trap, and we find some resistance here, like I showed here on these lows, 41,600 more or less, and we had POC around, I don't know if it's this one. Well, we had POC as well, yeah, here, and I was expecting some resistance. Then we got a back test and it shifts away. Very nice. I traded all of this. So what's happening now? I don't know if I showed yesterday, but in downtrends how it works, that we take all of these highs, because that's where the liquidations are, the stops, in one big move. So did it happen? Yes, basically we took this high right here, we took this high right here, we took this high, we took this high, and we even took that one. But the last one right here, it's not taken yet. So I would expect Bitcoin to take that high. Another thing is that once you grab the liquidity, it should be moving away to the other direction, should be reversing straight away. So once we took this liquidity, for example, we reversed, and then it's straight back up. There is not really that much liquidity probably grabbed here, and they want more. Once we took this high right here, and it was one big move, we took 1, 2, 3 highs, lower highs. So we would expect big rejection. We got a rejection. Let's see how much it moved up. 1.5%. But what happened next is that we are holding support now. And this tells me that it's probably not enough for them. And they want more. At the same time, we are not tapping into this liquidity yet. You see how much more volume is in this range than in the lower ranges and the higher. I would expect maybe not point of control, okay, but at least tap this big zone of liquidity around 43,700. Take this high, and this will be creating a lot of liquidity for the big guys if they want to short. If they don't grab this liquidity, I am assuming this will end up as a bull flag and we will still grab it. So what happens above the high? I'm assuming now that the high will be taken before any significant retrace. What happens when we take the high? Small swing failure is shortable but very risky. I would expect on order flow to see a lot of volume, and the question is someone going to absorb the volume? Because there will be hundreds, probably of millions of buying. Everyone who opened a short in this range, the most stop losses will be above the last high. So we had some stops here, okay, there are some stops, but the most of them will be above the last high. At the same time, everyone who traded in this range and is still in position, like, you have to be in short in position, because if you are in long here, you're probably shaken out already. If you are in short here, you will be stopping your trades on entry, and it will cause some buying here. And if you are not in long, obviously, because you're shaken out, you're stopped out already, but the market still has good memory, and everyone who longed here, they will be longing again as well. Another thing, everyone who shorted the golden pocket, technically it's not allowed to go above the high. That's another reason why there will be most stops right here and not somewhere else. So the question we have is, are they going to stop the move? There will be hundreds of millions of buying here. And this is engineered, you know, how to enter the big positions for the big guys. If you want to sell 200 million of Bitcoin, what's gonna happen if you sell here? Price will go like that. And the guy who sells here, he will not sell for 43k. He will not sell for 43k, this 200 million. He will sell maybe 5 million for 43k, then the book is empty, and he will sell for 42,500, let's say. He will sell for 41k, and he will sell for below 40k. He doesn't want to sell below 40k, and that's the problem. That's why the liquidity grabs are important, because if he sells here, the empty book will take it down very low, and he will be selling on the way down, basically. And the market makers, the big guys, they want to sell on the way up, because they can be in profit straight away. It's much easier to do a correction, and that's it, you're in profit. And if you go through empty book, nobody wants to sell below 40k. I'm sure they don't want to do that. So they will not crash the price from here. I'm assuming this is worst case for Bitcoin. Now, if we don't take the high, this is going to be a bull flag. If we lose the point of control at around 42,500 right here, the small mini point of control, if we lose this, I would assume that it will take some time before we go up. For now, we are making higher lows. Even taking out this low is not a problem. Maybe small liquidity grab. They want to buy 20 million more, maybe. That's how they buy. It's not a problem. I'm assuming now that we are still moving up, even in short term. It's not rejected yet. It's holding out. We are still moving up. Here we will see if the big guys are absorbing or not. If they are not absorbing, the price, all this 200 million or something buys that are forced, people are forced to buy here because they're getting stopped out. All these forced buys will smash price easily above the high. 45, 46, 47, 48, something like that. If there is no sellers here, no big sellers who want the liquidity, because there will be liquidity. And we will know for sure when we get rejection. If we get rejection, you can short and you can assume this is the high and you go for 40k target. But for now, you should be in long, because what if they don't sell here and there is no resistance? And all this buying, this engineered buying, forced buys, it smashes up. Let's see how much of a move, almost 7% you can get a target if we reject. And if we go up, 46k is 7%. For now, I'm assuming that 7% up is more realistic, easier to get than 7% down. For now. Until we take this high, this one high, and then we'll see. Let's quickly go to Atas. I'm speaking already for 11 minutes. That's crazy. I don't have time. YouTube is not allowing me to upload videos above 15 minutes. And there's a lot to speak about, to talk about. Some buyers trapped on the golden pocket. Not that much selling. Open interest increasing on the way down. People are convinced that we are going down. And that's not a problem. Ranging around VWAP. That means they're building positions before a move. Useless information as well. So we look for sharp CBD drops or rises. On day open, sharp rise. Already recovered. Here, sharp rise on CBD. Already recovered, and this is the point of control and VWAP on this place. The high was, people are buying the high and they get wrecked basically. People long the CVD, people long the VWAP. It's 3 a.m. That's happening at the night. There's so much volume on day open here. So people long the VWAP, they get wrecked. That's why we need to see behind the scenes what's happening. If retail is longing, they get wrecked. If retail is selling, they get wrecked. And we need to be on the other side. Now, this is flat. And now sharp CVD drop here, below VWAP. That means people are convinced that this is it. Bitcoin is dropping right here. They are selling. And then what happens? They get wrecked. Here, people are convinced this is it. Bitcoin is going up. Because people are longing like crazy, price is not going up. They are controlling the price. Limit buys sitting here. The big guy, fat guy is sitting here, he's buying. And then the big guy, he's selling here. They're manipulating the range here. But like on Bybit, you could have like 50 million and you can do whatever you want with the price on Bybit. With 50 million. Here, people are convinced that Bitcoin is going down. So, you see open interest as well increasing. People are opening new shorts. They are convinced. So I would assume we smash up. Yeah, so that's all basically. I would assume we go higher. And let's see. I'm still in long actually. And I am very happy with what I see. I have no reason to close. That's the thing. Now, if we go lower, below this point of control right here, and we start seeing people buying, I will be closing my long because it will take some time before we take the high. Okay, opportunity here, possibly right here if we get some bull flag action, and 40k lows, I don't know. Next level, weekly open 41,300, but that would be bearish and I would assume we reject it. So see you tomorrow.